So, it's been 3 years since I last posted, and I'm back. And I'm back with different content because, to be honest, I kind of did fall off on, what was I even reviewing? Prison Lab. I did fall off on Prison Lab because it's hard to find chapters sometimes. I was using a manga app, it was working better with that, but whatever. Let me get into it. I'm back and I decided I will go after a manga that I actually truly really enjoy, that I don't see many people talking about, and that is Undead Unluck. I did try to do the same thing with Prison Lab, but life got in the way, and that's why I haven't been posting for about 3 years. So I wanted to make this video to just go over Undead Unluck in general and the stuff I like about it and why I'm reviewing it. Okay, so first off, when it comes to manga, what really draws me in a lot of the times is a good fucking badass character. Like Bleach, I fuck with my guy Kenpachi Zaraki. In uh One Piece, you got so many badass characters. You got Mihawk, you got Zoro, you got loads. But in Undead Unluck, my badass character that absolutely drew me in is the man himself, Victor. I mean, just listen to the name. Listen to the name, Victor. Victor, because any battlefield he steps on, he leaves victorious. I mean, it doesn't get much more badass than that. Every scene this guy is in, I get chills because I'm always wondering what's he gonna do? What's the next crazy thing? Because the thing behind him is he's lived for so long. He's got so much battle experience. This guy is just a freaking war machine. I mean, look at this deadline attack, bro. This attack alone just solidified him for me. I'm just like, okay, this guy, he is him. He is it. I mean, like, when he first showed up in a proper battle to fight Spoil, and just eradicated that Uma straight away. This was before, like, we saw, like, Uma killings, like, just kind of semi-casually. We were like, Umas were, like, these huge, big deals, and then this guy comes in, and Shan's just like, please finish the fight for me. And this man finishes the fight for him. And guess what? They had to stack up the whole association just to fucking tame this guy back down. Had to get Fuko's insane amount of unlock. Needed a meteorite to hold this nigga, to stop him for a little bit, bro. Oh, this guy's too cold. But anyway, that's enough about Victor for now. To be honest, I'll probably make a huge, I say huge, but a video about Andy slash Victor at some point, just proper diving into the character, because it is such an interesting character. I mean, he's lived so long, and he has a split personality now that we only just recently find out has only been around since, I guess, this loop. Well, now in the current context of the manga, the previous loop. So yeah, it'll be really interesting to take a deep dive into Andy slash Victor. Now, the next thing I love about this manga is the power system and the way it's grown since reading it from the first chapter. I actually started with Undead Unluck from the first chapter release, and yeah, I've just been with it ever since. The way the power system works, I love so much. It is somewhat philosophical in the way that it's structured, and I'm kind of big into philosophy as well. Uh, it's just so interesting. This power system is only limited by the own user's mind and like imagination and what they conceive as real and what's not real, kind of thing, kind of metaphysical with it. It's really interesting. From my memory, like the first time they really pushed and like kind of showed you that this is what the concept is was when Victor, or was, I mean, it must have been Andy. Andy was in a fight and he was speaking about, oh, I used to think of my head being chopped off as actually dying, but then if he somehow thought about it different, and that meant just getting your head just crushed or chopped off what wasn't really dying. In that first example, I kind of understood what was going on, but I was just, it kind of didn't really click for me, like what they really meant with it, with this, what they were going for with this power system. The scene that made it really clear to me, and I think the mangaka did this scene just so people could actually truly understand the concept of this power system, is with Unseen and Gina. So basically, Gina wants to sneak her somewhere, and Unseen is going to help her with it. However, there is a weight restriction. They'll be able to tell they're there because of the weight restriction. And Gina gets Unseen to step on a scale, and the scale obviously moves up. And then she's like, use your Unseen powers. And obviously, and so he goes Unseen, and the scale still shows his weight. And she's like, there, that's it. You need to evolve your power. You need to change your way of thinking, because being unseen means I don't know you're there. You stepping on that weight shows me that you're there. So you're technically being seen. And it just clicked like that. It was like, oh my god, that's so insane. This concept. We do it again with Unseen. I feel like the mangaka is using Unseen as a like really clever tool in order to teach the reader how the power system works. Because with Unseen, he also evolved his power again beforehand. Unseen used to only be able to make himself unseen, but because he changed the way of his way of thinking, and the concept is like, okay, by making other people unseen, it's technically still me because it's my power kind of thing. And it's so cool. It's so cool because you have to basically mentally trick yourself, or like, it's not really mentally tricking yourself, it's truly just changing your perspective, and the way you think will change how your power works and can make it more powerful, maybe even less powerful. But yeah, I think that is just a great power system. The possibilities are technically endless. It's really dependent on the person who gets the negation abilities on how powerful it can be. I mean, even if you were to take another ability from a different manga, a really simplistic ability, maybe the ability that the MC even has, maybe an ability like, stretching or turning into rubber or something. Okay, let's say it was, they have a ability to, well, it would be negating rubber, I guess. So if you would have an ability to negate stiffness, I guess, or something like that. If we were to make Luffy's ability in Undead Unluck, it'd be negate stiffness ability, I guess, and it will be a self-targeting type. But I guess if you wanted to change your mind and concept, you could actually, now that I'm really thinking about it, with a self-targeting type, if you can, if you, this is a really abstract thinking right here going on, but if you, if what if someone that was into, is it Taoism or Buddhism or whatever kind of religion that believes in oneness, if you were really a person that believed you are connected with everything in the universe, would a self-targeting type just turn into a normal type? I can't remember. I don't know the term, but like, if you believe that you are connected to everything, and when you're targeting something else, that's technically targeting yourself. Let's say in this hypothetical scenario that we did have the negate stiffness fruit to make it similar to Luffy's rubber fruit. Negate stiffness ability that was similar to the Gomu Gomu no Mi in some way. If someone thought of themselves as oneness with everything, could they technically stretch whatever they want? Kind of like a Gear Fifth Awakening? Yeah, kind of like the Awakening kind of thing. I guess so, if the power system works how I think it is. And that's what's so great about this power system. It's a little confusing, and I do like some confusion in my power systems, just kind of like Nen, because otherwise it's not interesting. If it's plain and simple and boring, you can't theorize, you can't make up stuff, you can't have fun with it. But when it's a power system like this, where it's not very fixed what the powers can do, yes, I love that shit, bro. Now I'm gonna talk about the last thing I love about Undead Unluck. Well, it's not the last thing I love. There are so many other things. This video would just be way too long if I went into every single thing I loved about Undead Unluck. But the last big thing that kept me reading, it kept me through it, is the artwork. The artwork is beautiful. The fight scenes are so detailed. The big knockoff attacks are insane. The fucking facial expressions, bro. The facial expressions that is captured sometimes in some scenes, like when they were going through the second loop, Victor's rage. It's incredible, bro. The dialogue is incredible. I'm talking about the art. I was just thinking about more stuff that I love about it. Just thinking about all these different scenes that I remember. The the whole fight with was it Summer with the Sakura petals and stuff? Even though it wasn't really a fight, it was just a game. Um, was it autumn? Was it spring? I can't remember what the Uma was. The Uma with the Sakura petals. Yeah, that shit was beautiful. I'm pretty sure every chapter has the artwork has just been incredible. Like, I'd say, in my opinion, the best like art in a manga for me is One Punch Man, with Murata's drawings, and then I'd probably put Undead Unluck next, or maybe I could. I'm really like trying to think of mangas that actually just have really good art. I haven't read fully stuff like Kingdom. I think has good might have some good art. I've read up to the Eclipse and Berserk. I don't know if that might have a lot of good art. I think that does have a lot of good art. I haven't read any of the JoJo's or anything like that. That's a like interesting art style, but yeah, I haven't read any of them. I with JoJo's, I just like to stay on the anime, but we're not talking about JoJo's right now. But yeah, those are the three main things that I love about Undead Unluck. I'm really gonna try and keep making videos and try and do some reviews on chapters. And it might not even only be Undead Unluck stuff I cover here. I might throw in some other stuff I want to talk about. It might not even be anime related. But I hope some people subscribe and stick around, and you can listen to me ramble about random shit. I don't care. Well, anyway, goodbye. Your mom loves you.